DAA is trying to make that happen for each of you. Because after all, how often do you get to invent a profession, find a career, identify what somebody does for a living? Not very often. And for the last year or so, we have been identifying what it takes for a person in this profession to be successful. Oh, there. How many of you, before you heard anything about DAA's work, were familiar with competency frameworks? Okay, very few, which is what I expected. How many of you have actually read a competency framework other than DAA's? A few hands. Keeps diminishing. And how many of you have downloaded and read DAA's competency framework? Wow, more people than said they read competency frameworks. So that's good. But it's very important because it really tells the world that we have arrived, and it gives us a tremendous platform for which to build other products to help in these areas. So the DAA Board of Directors made this declaration. In order to form a more perfect profession, establish recognition, ensure qualified expertise, provide for the common identification, promote the general value, secure the blessings of higher salaries to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain, establish, and release the industry's first competency framework for digital analysts. So introducing you to the DAA's Digital Analyst Competencies. It was released last February, so if you have not downloaded it yet, of course it's only available to members, I highly recommend that you do that. So what is this? The framework consists of things to help you define what you need to be successful in your profession. It helps you be recognized and evaluated against standards that don't exist anywhere else, and to be compensated in a well-defined and clearly communicated skill sets. Is this the one that you had a problem with, Jim, just remote?
Just be sincere about pushing the button.
Sincere?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is useful to everybody in the industry, no matter what organization where you work, as well as what you do within that organization. For organizations, it helps you define job expectations, job roles, succession planning, how staff can grow and have a career path within your organization, and to assess applicants against a standard set of competencies. Professionals, it identifies your competencies, it helps you plan your career within the company as well as beyond that company or organization you work at, and it serves as a guide to those who are thinking of entering the profession. And it also establishes consistency for the industry across all spectrums. Oh. And for academic institutions, it helps students prepare to enter the field and prepare for what they need to study while they're in school, as well as educators can help use the framework to better prepare their students. It's organized in these 3 experience levels across 2 professional tracks. And you'll see a job task statement along with the knowledge and the skill statements within it. This is what the actual competency framework looks like. This is an example for a level 1, an entry-level position. It talks about the description, and then it also talks about what type of degree somebody normally has, and then you can see it has the competency tasks, the knowledge, and skill statements that you can refer to for every level within the framework. And unlike some things on our website, this is really easy. And you do this, you click on those, that'll take you to this page where you download it right there, and voila, you'll get the competency to use and study and use that throughout your career. And for companies, it's a great thing to have to be able to put into your formal corporate HR structure. We like the results so much that we created a little ditty. So I invite you to read along with me as I go through this ditty. It's truly a Hall of Fame membership perk. It came out so well, it's easy to tell an analyst from an Excel clerk. A compendium of tasks, skills, and knowledge one cannot acquire in college. A statement of ability and upward mobility to be recognized and acknowledged. With this framework firmly in hand, our colleagues will now understand what we do when we toil, pumping data for oil and delivering insights by hand. So we implore you to boost your investment, our investment, along with your professional contentment. But as I said, this is just a framework to build on, and we have been actively doing that after the framework came out and ongoing right now. So I want to present a few of those to you. And some of the questions we asked were, how do you fit into this brave new world? What competencies and skills and knowledge do employees have right now? What do they need? And what is it going to take to get to the next level? So introducing our brand new self-assessment for digital analysts. Yes, I like that curtain effect so much I had to put something on it. So what is it about? It helps everybody, essentially, because it rates abilities as compared to others. It provides a clear path to help with the goals. It also, when management and employees get together, they can talk about very standardized goals, where they should be going, and what they need in terms of their professional development. This is an example of the welcome page on the self-assessment. You start by choosing your current job role based on those that are in the framework. And then you will assess your own skills. Then you'll get a results, a report given to you. You can create your own professional development plan, and then you can explore careers in digital analytics above and beyond yours, or for people just entering the field. This is an example of an assessment report. It's the one for an entry level one, and you can see that the task statements are down there, the rating, and where you are in that. And then here's another example of the report where this one happens to be areas to address. And you see under the core competencies, there's a task statement, and then how you rate versus others who have filled out the self-assessment. And if it's for a live report, you would see very specific resources for you to improve your competencies in that specific task statement. Examples, you'll have courses that will be recommended, you'll have books to read, and other resources that you should find with links to each one of those to get you started, things that are available right away that you can do to enhance your career. And you may have seen some other self-assessment tools pop up in the industry, but there's nothing like DAA, because ours is based completely on our competency framework, which doesn't exist anywhere else. It is really intuitive and easy to use. We have tested this and heard from people who have taken it that it takes 15 minutes to fill it out. Surely you have that to help enhance your career. It is confidential, but yes, you have to look at yourself in the mirror to see where you stand, and that's okay if you want to advance in your career. It is available at no charge, but of course, you have to be a member of DAA to get it. And it is available now, as I said. And that's not all. We've got more coming. For example, we know a lot of you have to hire people in the field, and so you have to write job descriptions. So does your job description look like this? Obviously, we're joking here, but on a serious note, it stands that there are no standard job descriptions, there are no classifications, and there are no well-organized descriptions of what we do. So DAA is changing that. Introducing our job descriptions will be coming out later this year or early next year for every level of the competency framework. And of course, those are only available to corporate members because that's who really needs them. And we're not done yet. We'll also be coming out with interview guides to help hiring managers make great decisions in bringing new people on board based on these competencies, and you have some standards to base it on. And of course, that's also for corporate members. Okay, so that's all the brand new stuff and things that are exciting and coming out, but there's a lot more to DAA. I just said WAA. In fact, recently some of our members have told us that DAA is on fire because we've been producing so many new things, and I wanted to present those to you in a very quick, rapid-fire way. So hold on, buckle your seatbelts. This is going to be really fast. We have online courses for you. You're probably familiar with our Award of Achievement in Digital Analytics. It's an internationally recognized program. It's the only program of its kind. They're all 100% online. You see the 4 courses here, and if a member, you get discounts for either individual, or if you're a corporate member, you get larger discounts. And now it's available in German and Spanish. We also have, we have over 1,200 people that have graduated from this program already. If you're interested in this program, UBC has a booth next to ours on the Exhibit 4. You can get more information on it. Also online, we have our Web Intelligence Certificate, which is more of a business intelligence focus. And you take the 4 UBC courses and then 2 electives from this list below. And UCI, who delivers that, is also next to us on the Exhibit 4. We also have face-to-face workshops. Our Essential series is offered in these 2 courses, Fundamentals and Applying Digital Analytics. It is taught by 2 great subject matter experts, Jim Novo and Jim Lee. It's a full day, of course, both of the different workshops are, and it's a very interactive course. This is where it's being offered for the rest of this year independently. You see in Redmond, Washington, and then in Miami, which is a new market for us, and it's offered at all US eMetrics, regardless of where they're in each location. So far, there have been over 1,000 people who have attended those courses. We also have face-to-face workshops. Some of you may have attended our brand new storytelling workshops last year. We presented it in 9 cities around the country. Very successful. We got great positive feedback. Based on the feedback and suggestions and things we hear from members, we're now introducing a new related fall workshop on this topic, presented by Leah Pica. Some of you may have seen her speak here. She did an event in New York this past week. It was very successful. Everybody liked it, and this is where we're offering them in the fall, and probably more coming in 2016, hopefully close to where you guys are located. Many of you are familiar with our Certified Web Analyst designation. The benefits of certification are obvious. Our exam is non-tool specific, so there aren't going to be questions on Google Analytics or Adobe or any of the tools that you work with every day. Instead, DAA is certifying that you can do the job as a web analyst by asking you practical questions. Here's a scenario, how do you solve it? You can go on our website and you can see some sample questions and get an idea of what's asked. You really can't open a book to study for this. And we have several certified CWAs in the room, and so far we have over 200 people around the globe that have received their certification. We have connections and networking that are second to none. We have thousands of members all around the globe for you to contact with through our websites and other ways. 69 corporate members and growing. And we have 12 local chapters, just like the one Todd and Scott talked about here. And they're very active. Some of them are more active than others. And we have a new one coming in South Florida that's starting very soon. These chapters produce events and symposia, and we have had 38 since they started almost 5 years ago. You can see where they are. The ones that are coming up are Chicago on October 7th and Philadelphia on October 9th. And then we have Seattle and San Francisco the rest of this year. And then we'll start planning again for next year, including our brand new one in Miami, which is in January 20th. The DAA website is a great resource, and you really should look into it. You can solve your business problems through white papers and through our fairly new member open forum. This is a great new tool where if you're facing a business challenge or something you'd like some help on that you don't know where to go, you post it on our open forum, and thousands of people around the world will see it, and hopefully somebody who has a solution for you will write back and tell you how to solve it. We see that happening all the time. Or you can wait and help somebody that posts a problem, or you can just be like we like to call lurkers and just watch and learn from the conversations that are going on. This is an example of the daily email you'll receive to let you know what the conversation is for that particular day. We also have a fairly new event called our Thought Leader Conversation, a simple 1-hour phone call that you listen into, and the wonderfully entertaining facilitates it. He asks these rock star leaders in our industry things about their career, how they got where they are today, what they do in their job, the advice in the industry. It's really valuable. It takes an hour. You can do it while you're eating lunch or something else. So I really suggest you sign up for those. And today we're presenting to you the very first in-person, face-to-face thought leader conversation, and we'll talk about that in a minute. We also introduced our monthly webinars, which are free to members. These are the first 2 that we did. We have another one coming up tomorrow on protecting your data in the privacy area. So that should be very valuable for those of you interested in that area, and there'll be more coming out every month. We also record every single symposium that we've conducted so far. And on our website, you can go to every topic with the speaker and sit down at your convenience to listen to it and learn on a topic that's of interest to you. It's a great resource. You should really look into that. We know that many of you struggle to find qualified people to fill your open positions. And so DAA has a career resource page that you can use. The best feature there is our job board. It's very targeted, it's very active. So look into it, and corporate members receive free and unlimited job board postings throughout their membership. And that's a very great value. Of course, we offer a lot of discounts, industry events, including the eMetrics summits all around the world and several others. From time to time, you'll see some announcements. If you live in the area, we'll send you a targeted email letting you know there's a DAA discount available. Lots of ways to engage and maximize benefits. If you're a practitioner in one of those three areas across the middle, we have special interest groups that are one of the most successful things we do. And I recommend that you look into that. Come talk to us at the booth this afternoon. We can tell you more about it. You can find all opportunities to get engaged through our Volunteer Central on our website, where I'll tell you exactly what the task and project is, how long the time commitment, and what we need or what you can do to benefit from it. We have a membership category for everybody, and we just introduced our brand new university membership, which covers all students and faculty. And we're really making a concentrated effort to connect students with companies. We're going to try helping with internships as well as job. A high priority for DAA. So there's really a lot of reasons why you should join DAA. And there's almost none as to why you shouldn't. So those of you that aren't members, we hope you'll come by the booth afternoon and sign up, or when you get back home, sign up for that as well. So you really can create a great ROI for your organization and enhance your career in terms of investing a small amount of money. That's all I have to say. And I'm going to now turn it over and introduce you to Jim Stern, who I don't think needs an introduction, but who will kick off the thought leader conversation and introduce our leader today. Thank you.